Redefining Loss, a New Way to Honour Life. It was Christmas '94 in Hokitika, a small wild place on the west coast of New Zealand, where the sea crashes and drags trees onto the beach like matchsticks. The kind of sea you respect, fierce and untamed. That beach was wild and ferocious. Inside the house, it was peaceful. I was in the lounge chatting to my niece. We were both breastfeeding our babies, sharing that gentle rhythm of motherhood. My eldest daughter, Adamina, was 5 years old and she played nearby. It was one of those gentle, ordinary moments, the kind you don't realise is precious until it's broken. Then, suddenly, Adamina was gone. No sound, no warning, just not there. She'd vanished. We searched the house in desperation, the garden, called her name louder and louder. The panic rising in my chest was unbearable. The police called, the fire brigade, and always in the back of my mind, that beach. Minutes stretched into eternity. Eventually, a phone call. She'd been found. She'd been sitting on the sand dunes, and she'd followed the wrong person down the beach. She thought it was her aunt. She had been lost and then found. That day, I understood lost in a whole new way. Let me ask you, have you ever said, I lost someone I loved? A partner, a parent, a child, a friend, even a pet, or even a part of yourself? Raise your hand if those words have ever left your lips. I lost them. It's something we all say casually. But what if that word lost is part of what keeps us stuck in the pain? You might wonder why I'm standing here speaking to you. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a grief counsellor. But I am someone who has walked the long, painful path of grief and healing again and again. I lost my mother young. I was 10 years old. We didn't attend her funeral. There was no gravestone to visit. It was easier in my young, immature brain, strange as it may seem, to imagine she was simply lost, as if she might come walking back through the door one day. It wasn't until I was in my early 20s that I fully came to terms with the fact she was never coming home, never coming back. And in that realisation, something shifted. My father took his life when I was 12, and we lost our family home. Later, a brother and a sister. And in those moments, I lost parts of myself too. Grief and I know each other well, but I found my way back. I've also learned how to live again through that grief. Today, I work as a resilience coach, a speaker and a mentor, because I know what it takes to rise again, to reawaken your purpose. And I want that for others too. We say we've lost someone, but what if that very word lost is part of what holds us in the pain? Here's what I've come to believe. We don't truly lose the people we love when they die. Yes, we've lost their physical presence, their voice, the touch, but their love, their essence, that never truly goes. Yet, when we say lost, it can anchor us. It can create a sense of being stuck in the fog, unable to move forward. What if we shifted our language and our perspective? What if instead of saying, I lost them, we said, they died, and I carry them with me. They died, and I still love them. Their body is gone, but their presence remains. Would that open the door to healing? When my mum died, and later my dad, the ground beneath me collapsed. I felt invisible, like I wasn't worth staying alive for. I felt untethered. I questioned whether I was important enough to live for. I felt lost. Not just because I had lost them, but because I had lost me. And that's something we don't often talk about. When someone dies, it's not only about losing them, it's about feeling lost ourselves. We can lose our identity, our routine, our sense of safety, our knowing of who we are in the world. Some of my family stayed stuck in that place of pain. I nearly did too, but I couldn't stay there. It wasn't about forgetting them. It was about finding myself with them still inside me. Eventually, I invested in healing. I did the inner work, the emotional work, the spiritual work, and I discovered something powerful. Grief is not the end of love, it's the invitation to transform it. Let's think about the word lost. Lost means, according to the dictionary, unable to find your way, a bit like my daughter, Adamina. No longer in possession, maybe like a pen or a pencil. Gone for good. You've moved house. That doesn't reflect the truth, does it? That's not what's happened here. They didn't vanish. They died. It's hard to say those words, I know, but they're the truth. And in truth, we begin to heal. Our loved ones aren't lost. They live in memory. They're woven into our laughter, our choices, the way we love others. They may have gone in body, but they are still with us in how we speak, in the values we carry, in the traditions we uphold, in the love we share. That's not lost. That's integration. That's legacy. They are part of us. Here's what I invite you to take away today. Think differently about grief. Let go of lost. Embrace honour. Consider how the words you use shape your experience of grief. What if you replaced I lost them with I love them still? Feel the full weight of your love, not just the pain. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for having known them. Let the sadness live alongside the joy. Do create a small ritual, memory or action that honours their life. And allow yourself to keep living fully. Because we live with intention, joy and courage. We honour them. In my coaching, I support people who are carrying deep grief. Not to get over, but to walk with it differently. Together we move through, clarifying emotions, clearing stuck beliefs, connecting to your loved one's essence, calming the body, and creating a new way of living. It's not about forgetting, it's about integrating. If something I've said today stirred your heart, take that as a sign that healing is calling you forward. You're not broken. You're becoming. You're here for a reason. There's still more life to live, more love to give, more joy to discover. So let this be an invitation. Honour your loved ones by living your best life. Live deeply, love fully, and let their memory light your path. And remember, my daughter Adamina, she was lost, but then she was found. When someone we love dies, they're not the ones who are lost. It's us. We're the ones learning to find our way again. But with love, courage, connection, we can find our way, and we carry them with us always. Honour your loved ones by living your best life.